Fight for your right.
Speak up.
Speak out. We're union and we're proud.
Go Union.
Welcome to Activate Live, our weekly show highlighting machinist union members across the United States and Canada. I'm D. Lane Adams, coming to you live from the IAM headquarters in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Hopefully by now, all of our viewers have heard the great news coming out of Missouri. We won. Congratulations to all the working families in the state of Missouri for defeating and overturning the so-called right-to-work law. The majority of people said no to lower wages, inadequate health care, and unsafe workplaces. This is what International President Bob Martinez and Midwest Territory General Vice President Phil Gruber had to say about the win in Missouri. Working families across Missouri and this nation won tonight. They beat back the corporate CEO's attempt to decrease wages, lower median household income, increase poverty, and undermine workplace safety. But most importantly, the majority of Missouri voters rejected and exposed the radical agenda being pushed by anti-union corporations. The Machinists Union is proud of their efforts to educate the public not only about this unnecessary anti-worker law, but the value that labor unions play in the great state of Missouri. I want to especially thank all the dedicated IAM members who gave their time and talent to this winning effort. Now we must take all this energy and continue to move the state of Missouri forward by increasing the investment in education, infrastructure, fair wages, and workforce development. Great words from President Bob Martinez. And GVP Gruber said, on behalf of the IAM Midwest Territory, I would like to congratulate our sisters and brothers throughout the entire state of Missouri. Today's victory was no easy feat. It comes on the backs of thousands of working men and women who decided no more. Thank you to the IAM members who have dedicated countless hours, days, months, and years to this fight. You are the real winners. You are the real fighting machinists. Your union couldn't be more proud. We now turn our focus to November. This fight is far from over. Great words. And now joining me to discuss this huge victory is Kelly Street, joining us from Kansas City. Kelly, how are you? And you got Brian Simmons right beside you, but we'll go ahead and start off with you. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Okay.
Feels tired, but it feels very good. We've been working on this for over a year and a half.
Now,
we started out gathering signatures back in April of 2017 to get us to the point where we are today.
So people outside of Missouri, we all celebrate this victory last night and still celebrating it today. But talk to us about what this really means for the workers in the state of Missouri.
What this really means for the workers in the state of Missouri is a lot like what Martinez said.
Okay.
It means that we can keep the things we have now. It means strengthen the union. It's good for the non-union people. It's good for everybody. All workers, their wages won't decrease. They won't have to fight with their employer as much. It's just better off for all working people.
And I heard you were honored to give the kickoff speech at the watch party. So what did you try to get across in that speech, Kelly?
I was very surprised, very honored to have been given that. I wanted to get the point across is that we are all brothers and sisters. No matter what craft you belong to, no matter what job you do, we are all in this together, whether you are union or non-union. This affects everyone, and I wanted to thank everybody for all the thousands of hours they gave. These were all volunteers out there working this kind of thing. And I wanted to personally thank everybody for what they did. And that was before we even knew if we won or not.
Yeah. No, we appreciate everything you did, the hours you put in, but also being able to make sure that IAM members were able to get out there and give their time. A lot of resources were spent on the ground with time, and also some of the other resources that were given in the state of Missouri. So no, we appreciate your efforts, Kelly. And now I want to bring in the man right next to you, the #1 right to work stunner, Brian Simmons.
#1.
How's it going, Brian?
How you doing today? Great. Just like Kelly said, you know, we're overwhelmed, we're tired, we're vindicated to some degree, but we also know that the job is not done.
So tell us about your role in Missouri, about the campaign itself. We Are One.
Well, We Are Missouri. It's We Are Mo. Last year we set out, the legislature passed Senate Bill 19. The governor signed it into law on February 3rd. And we immediately that day, the folks at the Missouri AFL-CIO had the forethought to be at the Secretary of State's office filing language to start a referendum petition. We kicked off a campaign last year to gather the signatures, like Kelly had already mentioned, and we set a record doing that with 310,567 signatures turned in to qualify for ballot placement this year. This year, the campaign really focused on reinvigorating the volunteer base and grassroots, canvassing and door knocking and phone banking to get the vote out. We started that a couple of months ago. We started internally with Labor to Labor to reinvigorate the education piece among our brothers and sisters in the various different unions in the Kansas City area, well, statewide, and then shifted our focus to reaching out to some of the general public because we knew we needed to pick up extra votes to win.
So I see you have the big thank you sticker plastered across that billboard. What does that mean, and where are you putting those thank you stickers?
We have a few of those out. One of our members, Brother Bill Finkel, he's a retired steel worker and very active in the ARA out here. Okay. He came up with those, and he just wanted to put them up on some of the signs that were going to be around town for a little while longer, just to say, hey, thank you, Missouri. Thank you, workers. Thank you, voters. We did it again.
So we talked about some of the support coming from union members, but did you also have support from some of the small businesses around town?
Absolutely. There are a lot of business owners, believe it or not, that understand the value of organized labor. They understand the value of providing their employees the option to collectively bargain. It takes the guesswork out of a lot of at will employment. They don't have to deal with it. You know, they just get it. They're happy with the workforce that values things like equal pay for men and women, safety records on the job that are unsurpassed. You know, we had quite a few businesses that reached out to the campaign and said, "Can you get us some signs? How can we help? Let's go knock some doors and make some phone calls with you guys." Oh,
that's so great to hear. Kelly, what's next? You see some of the pictures being shown on the screen, but what's next, Kelly?
Next on my list is, I just sent it on TV last night. Next up is those politicians that are against labor. We are coming for you in November. That is what is next on my agenda.
Hey, and on that note, that's a great way to end. Kelly, Brian, thank you for your time, your dedication on the ground, and to all the other IAM members and others who gave their time and efforts in defeating this wrong law. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Delane.
Oh, no problem. So if you want to join the conversation to talk about Missouri and right to work, feel free to comment, like, and share on the Machinists Union Facebook page and also on Twitter. And also join the conversation on YouTube if you're watching from there. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the comments that are. Got a comment from Chris Tucker. Finally, a win. The labor movement is now wide awake. From Bob, congratulations from Local 1363. Roland James, what a great template for future success. Thanks. Dave Lehigh, register and vote this November. I want to give a shout out to the class at the W3 Center, the Social Media for Organizing. Great class out there and contributing to some of these comments and watching the show live. Chris Tucker, great, keep working. Jenny Kelly Bryan, we are so proud and appreciative of all the hard work y'all did. Craig is an IM member. Great job, Union brothers and sisters. Great. Continue to comment, like, and share. This is a busy week for the AFL-CIO constituency groups. Two of them are having national events this week, APRI and LCLAA. And we begin with the National Education Conference for the A. Philip Randolph Institute. IAM Government Employees Director Jim Price joins us now from Phoenix, Arizona with details about the APRI conference. Director Price, are you there?
I'm here, Delane. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing good, my brother. How are you doing? I see you got that great picture in the background.
Yes, sir. And I tell you what, it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot here. It's like 111 degrees, but we'll survive.
Well, talk to us, Jim, a little bit about what is APRI, the A. Philip Randolph Institute?
Well, Delane, first off, let me say this. I want to say congratulations to all the brothers and sisters in Missouri. As you know, I'm a St. Louis native. Still have my parents there, and I got them to finally go out and vote against Proposition A as well. So congratulations, guys. The APRI is, as you know, 75 years old as an institute, and it's 54 years as a constituency group under the AFL-CIO. It is the original constituency group under the AFL-CIO. This is the 49th educational conference, and it's associated with a lot of different things and a lot of people. There's a lot of things going on out here that I don't think people really actually know about the AFL Randolph Institute.
So when you talk about a lot going on, I know you guys are in Phoenix. What are some of the conversations that are being had in Phoenix right now?
Well, as you probably can figure, politics is one of the big things. I mean, some of the things that are going on in the political arena today are causing a lot of working people, and specifically working people of color, a lot of issues. That's not to say that it doesn't cause all people these issues, but these issues that are going on inside the administration are actually hurting a lot of folks. A lot of the increase in the stock market just doesn't make its way to Main Street, as we well know.
So are there some efforts around Get Out the Vote? I know A. Philip Randolph, they usually run a robust operation in terms of getting out the vote.
Well, you know, the Institute basically is just that, an institute, and there's not a concerted effort per se to get out the vote, but we do push people to get involved in the community. They engage fairly well with a lot of the other organizations that are out there. Delane, just to let you know what's going on here today, this week, there's like 129 chapters in the A. Philip Randolph Institute out of 32 states. They're community-based activists, religious leaders, and labor. And this week we've got 500 delegates, and that does not include the 92 youth that are here from different high schools and colleges, such as Spelman, Morehouse, Clark, Atlanta, Howard, and, by the way, FAMU.
All right, all right.
So it's going to be a very good conference. The theme for the conference is Stay Woke and Fight Back. And that's what they're going to have to do this year in order to take back the House. It's what we're going to have to do to basically make this a better place for all of our members and as a matter of fact, make it better for the country.
And I love the theme, and we have it on the screen now. Staying woke and fighting back. That's just especially during this period in our history. It's a great thing. Thanks a lot, Director Price. Anything else you want to add?
One more thing. I'm going to be sending some videos back with some different things going on here at the conference, and I'm going to be posting them on my Facebook page. APRI will be posting on their Facebook page as well. And anyone who would like to watch the proceedings and things that go on here at the conference, they can do that by going to hashtag APRI18.
That's great. We got the social media class at W3 this week, so that's good. They can follow along with that hashtag, so they'll help you out, Brother Price.
Absolutely, my friend. Listen, take care. I'm going to go try to stay cool.
Thanks a lot, Jim. We appreciate that. So again,
Alrighty.
if you want to join the conversation, please watch us on Facebook and comment on Twitter and also on YouTube. And even if you're watching this on replay, feel free to continue to comment, like, and share. Want to make sure as many people see this great show, Activate Live. Also known as LCLAA, they also are having their convention this week in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The island still faces extensive infrastructure and public health issues after damage caused by Hurricane Maria last year. A delegation of IAM members are there, and Tanya Hutchins joins us with more. Tanya?
Hey, Delane. We are in the Grand Ballroom here at the Intercontinental Hotel in San Juan, and we're in the Preciosa Ballroom, and we have one of the largest delegations here, almost 50 members with the IAM, and some of the members are here with us right here. We have a lot going on. Today, there's going to be a day of service training. For training tomorrow, the IAM delegation is going to be at Casa Rosana, which is a women's shelter. So we're going to do the training today and then actually do the day of service tomorrow. And that is right in line with the IAM's mantra of justice on the job and service to the community. Now, let me just give you a heads up of what else is going on. International President Bob Martinez is speaking at a welcome breakfast tomorrow, and then that will lead into a panel discussion, and I'm going to look at my cheat note here to tell you what that's about. They will be discussing the challenges and opportunities for Latino and immigrant workers after Janus, and that'll be right here in this ballroom. They'll be right up there on this stage. But to tell you a little bit more about the LCLAA convention. This is actually my second LCLAA convention, but I wanted to bring in an expert with you. So I'm going to bring in Javier Almazan. I said it right, Javier? Correct. Come on in, Javier. And tell us a little bit about how many LCLAA conventions have you been to, and I'm going to turn you a little bit to the camera, and just why it's important for you to be here and why it's so important for us to be in Puerto Rico.
Personally, I participated in 6 LCLAA conventions. This will be my 7th. It is important for LCLAA to come to Puerto Rico at this particular time because, as we all know, Puerto Rico was devastated with Hurricane Maria. But in addition to that, they were struggling economically from years before the hurricane hit here. For LCLAA to come here, the obvious one is we're going to spend money here, and that's going to serve well for the businesses. But it also demonstrates to the world that Puerto Rico's open back for business and tourism. So we like to have some of that publicized. In addition to that, it also demonstrates solidarity. The people of Puerto Rico are very resilient, but when they see labor and coalitions and organizations come to their island, not only to spend their money, but to assist in the recovery efforts, I think it demonstrates that they're not in this fight and struggle by themselves, that we join their cause.
Well, I'm so glad that you took time out to give us a little bit more information. And speaking of solidarity, Friday night there's an event. It's called an all-white celebration. I think that's what it's called, from about 7 to 9 or 5 to 9. And everyone is going to wear white Friday night to show support and solidarity with the people of Puerto Rico. So Delane, we are excited to be here. Things are just getting started. Registration is going on outside right now. People are just beginning to arrive here in San Juan. And we're really in a neighborhood called Carolina, right?
Yes, and this area is Isla Verde.
Isla Verde.
Beautiful beaches, beautiful hotels, restaurants. So the delegation, LACLA and Machinist delegation will certainly enjoy their time here. But there will be some serious work as well.
Serious work, you know. There are people still recovering here. So I was saying that I can't wait to get outside of the city, too, to just see, you know, more of the island and to see how, you know, our work as union members is helping with the recovery efforts as well. So, Delane, that's what's going on from LACLA here in San Juan.
No, it's great, and I love the backdrop, and it's always good to see my brother from the Southern Territory. But yeah.
Likewise, we're here to make Puerto Rico great again.
I know that's right.
Oh, come on, really quick.
Come on, join us real quick.
See, they're back here in the background, and we just wanted to let them come say hello. If we just
Oh, yeah, definitely. We have time.
George Mejia, yeah, just say where you're from. And
Hi, everyone. George Mejia from Chicago, from the Mechanics Local 701.
701.
Here, representing in Puerto Rico, and we're here to do some serious work. Thank you very much.
Okay, speak up, speak up.
Marilena Fuentes from Local Lodge 2917 from Hinesville, Georgia, here to represent for Puerto Rico. Thank you.
All right, Georgia in the house.
Hi, Fabian Leando with the organizing department out of California, Southern California. It's an honor to be here and help out with the projects going on, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Super organizer.
Larry Kirby out of Fort Stewart, Georgia, serving Hinesville also, and thank you very much for being here today.
So we have, this is just a few of our members here with the IAM. And like I said, nearly 50 members are here, and that is one of the largest delegations, I think, ever here at a LACLA convention, Delane.
Oh, this is great. Okay. Well, no, this is a lot to talk about, and I'm glad that you're doing great work there in Puerto Rico, Tanya. But this chair misses you. The desk misses you. Joe misses you. Brian misses you. I think the audience misses you. So come on back.
Well, Delane, we will try to bring you some more live updates tomorrow and Friday when we can, and we'll even try to do some of them in Spanish.
Oh, great. That'd be great. So.
Okay.
All right. As always, please join the conversation on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Oh, another comment from Chris Tucker. Thank you, Chris, for making these comments. It's awesome to be part of an organization that cares for people the way we do. Thank you, Local Lodge 1010. Edwin, make Puerto Rico great again. Rich Handler, looking good, George. Gabby, love them all. Fabian, representing the organizing department. Local 701. Wesley, never doubt. Union strong. We won huge. Great comments coming in from the social media class there at the W3. And got to give a shout out to Woody, who's there directing the class, Andy Houndshell, Rich. Valana was there this week. And also Gabby, who's filling in and doing a lot of the social media and organizing. Thank you, Gabby, for being a part of that agenda. So get your pens and pencils ready. Get ready to mark your calendars for the schedule coming up. We have registrations due for the EAP 1 class at the W3, Veterans Services Program, Advanced Women's Program, and Intermediate Web Development. And for special events, we have the IAM Safety and Health Conference in Hollywood, Maryland, August 12th to August 17th. The Pride at Work Convention in Phoenix, Arizona, August 23rd to 25th. And the IAM Aerospace Conference in Fort Worth, Texas, September 10th to September 14th. All right, I enjoyed Enjoyed reading off all those great events and everything that's happening at the W3. And remember, keep the comments coming. And don't forget to join us again next week at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you then. And again, congratulations, Missouri and the rest of the nation for a great right to work victory.